Menard was the home team in the first game. Airline was the visitors in the game that they just finished, taking on Ouachita Christian, and they won that game. Got a little pause in the action as the home plate umpire having a conversation with head coach Tom Kelly. Thomas Scully, Tom Kelly. He must have forgotten something in his truck, and he's going to have to go back. So there's just a little pause in the game. I tell you what, that'll give us a chance. Let me get my stuff together, and we'll take a look at our first break, and we'll be back right after these messages from Valex and Wallace Eye Center and Associates. They are our sponsor of our school board, and they've been a sponsor since we started 446 Sports, as well as Valex the last 2 years, a title sponsor. You're watching Menard Lady Eagles softball from the Nest in Alexandria, Louisiana. I'm Tom Boucher, and this is 446 Sports. We're back in a moment.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks right from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing. Download our mobile app today.
Is your vision just not as crisp and clear as it used to be? Are you having difficulty driving, especially at night? Are you over 40 and now needing reading glasses? If so, the trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
BK Distributors is proud to support high school athletics on 446 Sports. BK is the one-stop shop for trophies, banners, awards, letter jackets, and just about anything award-related. And now, welcome BK Apparel and BK Promotions to the family for all your spirit apparel needs and anything you need to brand your business. When you think of anything you need with your name on it, think BK. Check them out on Facebook or at bkdistrib.com. BK Distributors, Apparel and Promotions in Pineville.
And we're back live at the Nest. Got to see if my school board is working. No, I think I messed up and got out of it. Let me get back into it. The umpire, behind the plate umpire, is coming back, and we'll get back into the action once he gets in. Let's see. Oh, no. At the plate, Menard's Airline of Shreveport. You'll have Emma Davis, the shortstop. Number 20, Sawyer Shelton, will bat from the left side. There's a hot shot to third. It is caught and thrown over to first for the out. That is a 5-3, one out. Nice play. Let me get the Wallace Eye Center and Associates scoreboard going here if I can. I don't know why it's giving. Your defense for the Airline Lady Vikings, they're 18-13 on the season. That's with the win just now over Ouachita Christian. They are 4-3 and in fourth place in District 1 5A. In 5A, they're number 17 in the state, number 12 in non-select Division 1. So they are on their way to the playoffs. In the playoffs, Pineville's number 10, Ash is number 26. It's the 5A classification, so the Lady Eagles playing up. The ball is not caught by the catcher, but right there at the plate. Speaking of the plate, this is Sophie Giordano, number 5. The wind is blowing out. It's been blowing out all day, so we have to be careful here in left field. I'm going to have to catch a ball if it comes in to save my equipment and me. Your catcher is Ryan Hutchison, number 22 for the Lady Vikings of Airline. The pitcher is Taylor Ann Smith, number 10 First base is Aubrey Jean, number 13. Second base, Paige Marshall. That ball is high. It's ball 4. So a walk to Giordano. Sawyer Shelton takes second. Addie Wright, first baseman, number 17, bats from the left-hand side. She's coming up to the plate. Second base is Paige Marshall. She's number 25. Your shortstop, that's Elena Heng, number 6. But they have, number 11, excuse me. Your third baseman, number 5. That is Lindsay Marcinkus, coach of Airline, coming out to talk to the pitcher, try to figure out, get her in a rhythm. They should be warm. They just finished playing. In left field, that is Maddie Shortridge, number 9. She's right in front of us. You can see her right in the front of the screen. In center field, number 24, Kamara Guidry. And the flex player, that's going to be Haley Whiteside, number 2. And Abby Hudson will be the designated player, number 23. So I'm guessing that the flex player is over in right field, but we'll find out. The designated player is probably batting, will be batting, because the flex player is listed as the 10th player. So she will not hit but play in right field. And the designated player, Abby Hudson, number 23, will bat in the 6th position. So Addie Wright, I think, takes ball 3. So 3-0, runner 1 out. Emma Davis grounded out to the third baseman. That must be a thing. The third baseman's picking number 5 because that's their position number 5. There's ball 4. So the walk out to the mound didn't really help her try to figure it out. Annabelle Drago, the 5th hitter now, followed by Kate Barati, batting 6th, batting 7th, Kaylee Medvin, number 8, Season Fiascanero, and Adeline Ledette, number 9, batting number 9. We may have a pitching change already here in the first. Number 10 going out, and number 16 is coming in. So she'll come out for now. Number 16 coming into pitch. And I've got to we'll have some warm-up here. I'll tell you what, that'll give me a chance. We're going to be back with the bases loaded, 1 out, and Annabelle Drago coming to the plate, the left fielder, number 12 for the Lady Eagles. We'll be back right after these messages.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by 2 walk-on bench warmers. It's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
Bases loaded. Annabelle Drago at the plate, 1 out. The Lady Eagles could blow this open here in the top of the first inning. Be great if they could jump out. Why am I not getting in? Let me close it out. Trying to get our Flexi scoreboard up so we can keep it up to date. Redo everything. Drago must have struck out for the second out, but Kate Parati, the catcher, number 1, takes a big hack and cannot connect. I'll try to find out who is the pitcher. She was out in front of that one was Kate. Fouled back into the screen. I got to find out if we lost signal or not. Hopefully not. I had to Had to get it on the Insight audio and video. Kind of caught me off guard starting early. Make sure we're still on. There's strike 3 on Parati. She took a lot off of that. And she went down, left all the bases juiced. So the Lady Eagles will have Kaylee Medvin, Season Fiascanero, and Adeline Ledette coming out. That pitching change sure did work. No runs on one hit from Sawyer Shelton, a single. And the Lady Eagles are knocked out of that inning, leaving the bases loaded. And we'll see what Airline can do. The defense going to have to come through here. Medvin hopefully will be in rhythm to start this game. It was a little rough start in game 1, but she found her rhythm and eventually came through. But we'll see the batting order. Elena Hang, shortstop. Number 11, Maddie Shortridge, the left fielder. Number 9, Ryan Hutchison, number 22, the catcher. Lindsay Marcinkus, number 5, the third baseman. Paige Marshall, bat 5th, number 25, the second baseman. Abby Hudson, the designated player, batting 6th, number 23. Taylor Ann Smith, number 16, the pitcher. I'm assuming she'll bat. Aubrey Jean, number 13, at first base. Kimora Guidry, number 24, the center fielder. And Haley Whiteside, the flex player, number 2. So that sets us up. Make sure we're still on. All right, so we did not lose. Let's see. Do this. Go back here. All right. There's a shot to the shortstop, and a line drive is caught by Emma Davis. She's played a heck of a game at short. I have a feeling with Emily DeSalle moves and graduates that'll be her position, moving from second base over to short. Line out to 6 for the first out. Maddie Shortridge, the left fielder, number 9, coming to the plate. Excuse me. We have the wind in our face as we had in the first game. And I'm having a sneeze attack. There's a high fly ball out to right field. Fiascanero is there, and the fly out to 9 for out number 2. Man, oh man, oh man. This is going to be a lot of fun. Woo! Sorry for all the sneezing. Hey, I want to welcome all of our Shreveport folks. And Airline fans, we had a chance to get the roster over there at the Airline dugout and had a chance to meet a couple of the coaches, and they are sending texts out to Airline faithful and hopefully getting the word out, and y'all are tuning in to watch the game. I mean, when I left, the LSU baseball game wasn't worth watching, so why not tune in? Should be a good one here. And I'll tell you why. This is an 18-13 Lady Vikings team, 4-3 in district in 4th place, and that is District 1 5A, a 5A team. There's a nice strike. We got a 2-1 count. But the Lady Vikings are ranked number 12 in the non-select Division I. That's a public school division. So they are a highly ranked team, and they should have a home game if it stays there. 2-2 the count. 2 outs. A line out to short and a fly out, short fly out to right field by Hang and Shortridge. And now Hutchison at the plate with a 2-2 count, the catcher, number 22. In there, there's a shot off the wire over the dugout, the first base dugout. In just the Class 5A, Airline is ranked number 17, Pineville number 10, and Ash number 26, the local schools. And they're going to take on a red-hot Menard team, 19-10, and they have won 15 games in a row. So with their last victory. On top of that, the Lady Eagles are in 2A, are number 7 overall, and they're number 4. Man, a heavy breeze just came through. And they're number 4 in the Select Division 3. So they will be getting a home game for sure. I'd like to see them move out of that number 4 spot into a 2 or 3. I don't know if that's possible, but if they could even move down 2 spots to 6, it would be good. That would put them in the bracket opposite of Calvary Baptist. Calvary Baptist, the number 1 ranked team in 2A classification and number 1 ranked team in non-select Division 3. They are, oh man, they are something like 13. Calvary Baptist is like 32-2 or something, like 23-2. There's a strikeout to end the first inning. Oh, Chuck Perkins is back. No runs, no hits, no errors in the bottom of the first for the Airline Lady Vikings. We'll have Medvin, Fiascanero, and Lede leading off the top of the second when we come back. The Lady Eagles tied with Airline, 0-0. You're watching Menard Lady Eagle softball on 446 Sports.
There are some things in life you can fix, and some things are better left to the professionals. When your vehicle has transmission problems, what will you do? Go where you know.
Go where you know, Certified Transmission.
No, he didn't, and I haven't seen him yet. If you see him, tell him to come talk to me. So Chuck Perkins, the voice of the Tioga Indians, all Tioga Indian sports. He was with us in our first broadcast. They had a Grace Christian baseball game over at England Air Park, and that's where Grace plays their home games. As we watch Kaylee Medvin stepping into the batter's box to face number 16. I still didn't get a chance to get her name. But we'll try to effort that in a minute. Medvin's been hot, at least in the last game. The coach was telling me that the last 3 games she hadn't really been hitting all that well, but in the last game she smacked it around. She had 2 doubles, well, a double and a single, but both of them were deep into the right center field with a kind of a lean toward the right field wall. Boy, this pitcher is taking something off of the ball and fooling the Menard Lady Eagle batters. 1 out here in the top of the second inning. And they're going to shift it around and moving the left fielder, Maddie Shortridge, over toward the line. This is Season Fiascanero. She's got some speed. We've seen it. So that could put some pressure on the defense. Should be a good ball game. Lady Eagles have a 15-game winning streak on the line. It's either 15 or 16. Let me check the Facebook page. Laney Smith, the pitching coach, does a really good job of keeping everybody updated. There we are, live on Facebook. Yeah, 15 in a row. I was right. I thought I was with the 11-0 win over Mamu this morning, the Lady Demons. There's a foul ball down the first base line, Fiascanero. They're going to have to get the timing down on this pitcher as she takes something off of it, and it must look just like it's going to be a fastball, but it is coming in slow. That one, you could tell, and it was high. 2 outs here, or 1 out, excuse me. Kaylee Mevin with the strikeout. 2-2 the count. 3-2 full count. Get season on and see if she'll use her speed. See if they'll have her steal on the airline catcher. Try to be aggressive. They were fairly aggressive this morning against Mamu. There's a dribble at first. She's going to beat that out. It's going to be a fair ball. Or they called it foul. They did a nice job of letting it roll foul. Woo. There's no way I can keep balls and strikes on the Wallace Eye Center and Associates scoreboard. That's a strike. Went down looking. She wasn't expecting the fastball, and that was right down the pipe. Ninth batter, Adeline Ledette, coming to the plate. Number 4, the second baseman. 2 outs here in the top of the second inning for the Lady Eagles. They had a bases loaded last inning and couldn't get anybody in. We'll see how bad that hurts them. They had a good clean inning against Airline in the bottom half of the first. There's a 1-1 count to Adeline Ledette. I want to thank Valex, our title sponsor, Sadler's Towing, for the ticker down at the bottom. That ticker is usually full during football season with all the games that are going on that we keep track of. We actually live stream 5 local high schools here in the Alexandria, Pineville area. We do Pineville, Tioga, Buckeye, Ash, and Menard. I do the Menard games with John Wolf. And this year we'll have Sophia Scully as an intern and maybe have another intern join us. We're not sure, but we'll find out. And that's a 3 strikeout inning here in the top of the second for the new pitcher that came in the first inning. So no runs, no hits, and no errors. And we have a scoreless game here as we go into the bottom of the second inning. Airline will have Marcinkus, Marshall, and Hudson coming to the plate. We'll see what they do when we come back.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Harrell, Certified Residential Appraiser. I am currently a leading provider of appraisal services for mortgage lending, employee relocation, estate planning, and community property settlements. My experience in real estate over the past 13 years and currently serving as president of the Greater Central Louisiana Realtors Association has given me a clear understanding of the real estate world and the ever-changing market we live in today. For any of your valuation needs, give me, Kimberly Harrell, a call.
And we are back live at the Nest, the Ladies' Nest. Holy Savior Menard Central High School, Alexandria, Louisiana. The high school located off of Highway 28 West. This is the, look how beautiful the field is. Coach Scully and Ortiz do a great job keeping this field in great shape. You can see the tennis courts back behind the first base dugout, and you kind of get a shot of the Eagles' Nest for the boys. And you can see the flag in the background to the right over home plate. They're right there in the football field over to the left. Practice field in the back behind the baseball fields, or to the side of the baseball field. So tennis courts. So they've done a nice job, with this sports complex. Wasn't anything like this when I was here, graduate of 1983. I'm Tom Boucher, and glad to be here with the call of the game for the Lady Eagles. I always have to say thank you to Daryl Campbell. If you could see what we have in our setup, Mr. Campbell built some scaffolding in the left field wall. It's about a 10-foot wall, maybe a little bit taller than that. So it's hard to get over, but we've got electricity at the school board and Insight Audio and Video. You'll see that logo up in the top right corner. You'll notice the transparent logos that are rotating up there. See Kimberly Harrell, president of the GCLRA, the outgoing president from last year, the BU Designs. She's an appraiser. She joined our team this year as an advertiser, and we're grateful for Kim Harrell. Walk-ons, Insight Audio, Video, and Security. They are responsible for us being on the air. Season Fiasconero underneath that shot out to right field. So the fly out to right for the first out. And Fiasconero had the second out in the first inning with a fly out to right field. That was Marcinkus with the fly out. Now Paige Marshall, the second baseman, number 25, coming to the plate. Hudson will be on deck. One out here in the top of the second inning. And getting back to audio, the Insight Audio, Video, and Security. They will wire your house for security, for cameras, for audio, speakers, outside, inside. They do a great job here in Central Louisiana. Adam Rhodes, a parent of, or was a parent, maybe still is a parent of a Menard High School student. He allows us to use his hotspot for all of these games, or we wouldn't be able to bring you the games. We haven't gotten internet out here at the school board yet. They're working on it. Hopefully by next season. There's a fly ball out to center field to Sawyer Shelton. She's camped underneath it and has it. And in all honesty, I'm sorry, but without my trusty camera person, I'm trying to keep track of a lot of stuff, and trying to follow those shots gonna be tough. But we'll do my best. I get busy calling and I forget the camera. We've got the wide shot, trying to get you close enough to be able to see the base path. This is Hudson. Abby Hudson, the designated player, number 23. 2 outs. They've been doing a good job here. 3 up, 3 down in the bottom of the first, and we can get this one. It'll be 3 up, 3 down here in the second inning. 1-1 the count to Hudson. That noise you're hearing is not a wrapper. I'm not constantly eating anything. That is the blue tarp that Mr. Campbell put on top of the scaffolding to give my equipment and me a break from the sun. And I am so grateful that he was able to do that and take care of us. The camera and my laptop can overheat and then stop recording. Same thing with the hotspot. Get too hot, battery get too hot. There's a strike. 2-2, 3-2 the count. Mevin blew that one by Hudson. So full count. 2 outs. Full count to Hudson. There's a strike 3. Got her looking for the 3rd out. That's 2 strikeouts in the game so far for Mevin. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base for the Lady Vikings of Airline. We go to the top of the 3rd inning, and the Lady Eagles will be back at the top of the lineup as we get things going here in the 3rd. And we'll see if they can get on the board finally. We're back. You're watching Menard Lady Eagles softball on 446 Sports.
Time for our red, white, and cool summer event at Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Right now, you can save on a new energy saving system. No money down, 0% interest, and no payments till June 2024. Call Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing or visit us online.
And we are back for the start of the third inning. See if the Lady Eagles can get something going. We're back at the start of the lineup. Emma Davis grounded out to third base in the first inning. Sawyer Shelton will bat second. Sophie Giordano bat third. And Addie Wright will be the fourth hitter. All three of them were on base in that order. Well, backwards. Wright on first. Giordano on second. Shelton at third. And we had 2 straight strikeouts afterwards when they switched pitchers. And we left the bases loaded in the top of the first inning. We've got 1 hit and no runs, and Emma fooled on that one. She goes down with the strikeout. That is, I tell you what, this little pitcher, I got to get it. That's what I was going to look up, is her name, number 16. She came in the top of the first inning, 5th batter. There's a long fly ball out to right field. Oh, she misses it. And that's going to have Sawyer stop at second. So the error on the left fielder gets Shelton all the way over. That was Shortridge in right. She got right up underneath it, and then it just kind of bounced out of her glove. So Shelton at second base for Giordano. I don't know what I was looking at, but I got to pay attention, man, with this wind blowing out. And I was just saying, Shelton just broke up the strikeout streak. Had this pitcher, number 16, this is her 8th batter to face, and she has 6 strikeouts. The first 6 batters she faced, she struck out. 5 of them swinging and 1 looking. So Shelton breaks that up. See if that can kind of get into her mental state and try to rattle her a little bit. 2 strikes on Giordano. Got to be ready to guard that plate and swing at anything close. There's a nice job of hanging tough. Foul ball out over the right field side. Might be in the tennis courts. My intern, Sophia Scully, usually running camera. I don't have her with me. She is at LSUA in about 2 hours. The LSUA, Miss LSUA pageant. She is a contestant in that pageant. We wish her all the luck. And she'll do great. She'll represent well. A fine young lady. She was a 4-year, she went. Giordano couldn't hold up on that low pitch, and another strikeout for a second out. Addie Wright, number 17, the first baseman, coming to the plate, batting from the left-hand side, and we got a runner in scoring position. We've had Sawyer Shelton is the 3rd runner in scoring position. Bases loaded in the first, left them all stranded. Let's see if we can get one in and get a run on the scoreboard. But Sophia was a 4-year player here at Menard. Senior last year. She was one of 2. She and Devin were the 2 seniors. This year it's just Emily DeSalle. And one of the things you'll notice when I called out the lineup is DeSalle is not in it. That's why Emma Davis is playing shortstop. There's a dribbler to short. Interference over there. The ball's short. That's going to bring Sawyer Shelton home, and they'll get on the board. Addie Wright not running through the bag, kind of stopping. But the first baseman cannot handle the throw. Kind of an error on one, I think. The shortstop getting the ball over there. Shelton doesn't stop and goes on in. 2 errors, very costly. Coach from Airline's going to try to say that Sawyer Shelton got in the way, but really, she was running her line, and the shortstop maybe got in her way. Could have been runner interference on the runner. Might have gone either way. It's probably good that she didn't, that nothing happened. Either way, the throw to first, I don't see where he could say that Shelton was in the way of that, because the throw came by. She was in Shelton's way. Annabelle Drago, number 12, the left fielder. This is where 16 came in and started, and Drago struck out. See how she swings at a rise ball. Addie Wright at first. The error on the first baseman not being able to get her glove on it brings in Sawyer Shelton, who had the error on Shortridge, who couldn't haul it in on the fly ball to right center. Lady Eagles break the scoreboard first. Put 2 outs, a runner at first. Low pitch. She got a piece of that one, but she's way out in front. Top of the 3rd inning already. And we're about 30 minutes into the game. Game started early. Ball outside for Drago. Parati on deck. Of strikeout for number 16. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 strikeouts. We got 1 run on 2 errors and no hits. 1 hit so far back in the first inning was Shelton's single, and nobody came in, but the error by Shortridge in right, and then the error on the first base and not being able to catch it for the 3rd out to get Addie Wright out allows Sawyer Shelton to come in and score. So that's what we have so far. A 1-0 ball game going into the bottom of the 3rd inning. Medvin's been clean 1, 2, 3 innings in the first, second. Let's see if they can do it in the 3rd. You're watching Menard Lady Eagles softball on 446 Sports. And here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Go, go. 7, 8, 9 coming to the plate for the Lady Vikings of Airline. This is Taylor and Smith here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Menard took a 1-0 lead in the top of the 3rd. Aubrey Jean will be the 8th hitter, but she'll be the 2nd one of this inning. There's a pop fly out to center field. Sawyer Shelton camped underneath it, and the fly out to 8 for out number 1. Aubrey Jean, the first baseman, number 13, coming to the plate. And then Kamora Guidry, number 24, the center fielder, will bat 3rd. See if Kaylee Medvin can get through these 3 and have gone through the lineup perfectly in all 3 innings. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and we'll see if we can do it. 1, 2, 3. Welcome to all the Airline. Why do I not have scoreboard working? Foul ball. refresh. There we go. There we go, go, go. All right. 1 out, 1-0. 2-strike count on Gene. The game probably about 20 minutes or so after their game ended. Oh, there's a strike. That slow pitch fooled her, and it went across the plate. What a great pitch call by Lainey Smith, and executed perfectly by Kaylee Medvin. That is her third strikeout. She's got 1 in each frame. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning. Kamora Guidry, number 24, the center fielder, at the plate. That pitch was low, below the knees. Ball 1. You're watching 446 Sports. I'm Tom Boucher, voice of the Menard Eagles. There's a shot, line drive, gets by Ledette out to center. The first hit of the game comes from the 9-hole, and it is a line drive out to right center field. Nice job, piece of hitting by Guidry. We'll go to the top of the lineup with Elena Heng, the shortstop, number 11, coming to the plate. Runner at first, 2 outs. Nobody hurt. Just need another out. Going down, there's a throw by. Oh, that was close, could not hang on. Still would not have been out. Parati getting the ball down. But Airline going for the steal. Nice job by Guidry. Got a watcher trying to steal third. Put the pressure on the Lady Eagles. Nice pitch by Medvin. Big leadoff for Guidry. Make sure Parati doesn't throw behind her. She's done that before to try to get the runner with the big lead, but with the speed that Guidry just showed, she could take off and steal third while the ball is on the way to second base. There's a strike. Parati getting up out of her catcher's squat position. 2 strikes on Elena Hang. Here in the bottom of the third inning, runner at second in scoring position. Airline Vikings trail Menard by 1. Lady Eagles got 1 in the first, or in the top of the third inning, off of 2 errors. Oh, let me move Guidry down to second, take her off of first. Hear that wind. There's a line drive to center field. That's going to go to the wall. That's going to allow Guidry to come around to score. Hang coming into second. She'll have a stand-up double, and that was a ripped ball, boy. I tell you what, that got to the fence in a hurry. That stolen base, exactly what Airline needed to get on the scoreboard. Guidry, with her speed, there was no way she wasn't going to go in, and they just trade positions. It's a 1-1 tie ball game. Both runs here in the third. Shortridge, Maddie Shortridge, the left fielder, at the plate. 0-1 count. Hang, she's got some speed too. She's flying off the base after the ball leaves Medvin's hand. Sophia Giordano better be ready. There's a shot to Sophia, a hot. The ball's low. Oh, and picked up by Addie Wright. What a play by Wright over at first to scoop it out of the dirt. Sophia, just a little light throw over to first, but the 5-3 play for the third out gets Menard out of the inning. So 1 run on 2 hits, and we have a tie ball game as we go to the top of the 4th inning. It's a 1-1 game. Coming up, you'll have Parati, Medvin, and Fiasconero, and Ledette. And we're watching Menard Lady Eagles softball on 446 Sports.
BK Distributors is proud to support high school athletics on 446 Sports. BK is the one-stop shop for trophies, banners, awards, letter jackets, and just about anything award-related. And now, welcome BK Apparel and BK Promotions to the family. For all your spirit apparel needs and anything you need to brand your business. When you think of anything you need with your name on it, think BK. Check them out on Facebook or at bkdistrib.com. BK Distributors, Apparel and Promotions in Pineville.
There are some things in life you can fix, and some things are better left to the professionals. When your vehicle...
And there we go. Coming up, top of the 4th inning. Change the inning. We got a new ball game, 1-1. Airline Lady Vikings able to get a run back in the bottom half of the 3rd. Kate Parati still out in front. They're going to kind of wait for her to start staying back on the ball to hit it and then throw the fastball in there and fool her. There's a shot to shortstop, a high bounce, and ice cream coned by the shortstop. Nice play and a good throw over. 6-3, 1 out. Medvin coming to the plate. See if Medvin can get things rolling. Again, she smacked the ball hard in the first game, but really kind of a different pitcher. A double and a single, 2 for 3 was Medvin in their first game this morning at 11 o'clock. The strikeout victim to start the 2nd inning. 1 out here in the 4th. That is the tarp, folks. The wind is blowing. I tell you what, that roof has not dropped. That tarp, hot air balloon. And if it's not, it's hanging low enough to where sometimes it interferes with the camera. But not today with the wind. I'll have to get a shot of the flag for you so you can see it. It is unfurled and flying straight out of center field. That's a strike. What do we got? 3-2 full count on Medvin. See if she can help herself here. Ooh. Took a walk. Thought that ball might have dropped in at the last minute. Season Fiasconero coming to the plate. That's going to be they changed it up on me. Doggone it. That's going to be Lyons coming in as a courtesy runner for Medvin. Normally it's Nalbanian. If Parati gets on, it'll probably be Nalbanian. I don't know why I'm putting that in there because it's going to mess it up. There's a bunt. Fiasconero going to beat it out to first. A bunt single. Caught him off guard. That got Lyons down to second. And that ball was perfectly placed up the first baseline. And the pitcher didn't have a throw with Fiasconero's speed and coming out of the box from the left-hand side. So number 9 hitter, Adeline Ledette, a strikeout victim in the 2nd inning. It was a 1-2-3 inning, all 3 strikeouts. Trying to bunt it, and the catcher, nice job hustling out to try to catch it, and could not. 1 out and trying to bunt the runners over. Cannot pop it up. Base runner's got to be real smart here to not take off if it is popped into the air and doesn't hit the ground immediately. They've got him playing way up. There's, gonna call it low, 1-1. Airline infield doing a nice job of playing their position. Shortstop going over and covering third, second baseman covering first. There's a good cut by Ledette. Now they'll back off and not play up with 2 strikes. Kind of hard to bunt because if you foul it, it's an out. It's a strikeout. So Ledette will stay in there and take a hack. There's a swing way out in front of the ball. Strikeout and the second out. And we're back at the top of the lineup now. And we'll see if Emma Davis can do something here. She hit a kind of a weak grounder to third, and the third baseman made a throw over for the first out in the first inning and then struck out in the third. So here she is in the fourth. There's a straight ball fouled off back to the net. Runners on first and second. Got to move them in, take advantage of having runners on base. Leave too many on, it come back to haunt you. There's a pop fly, foul ball out to the tennis courts. 0-2 the count to Davis. Needs to make sure she waits on this changeup. I have to look at my pictures. Oh, man, I've fallen behind. Foul ball way out in front of that one. Barely caught the tip of the bat. Game's moving along here in the top of the fourth inning. 7-inning game. Right now, it doesn't look like there's going to be a mercy rule for anybody. Airline 5A classification. Menard 2A. Calvary Baptist beat Airline this past week. 2 or full count. 2-2 to count to Davis. 13-3 was the score. Calvary Baptist, the #1 seed in 2A. There's a pop fly, foul territory out over the first base wall. First base side. Pitching for Airline, very good today. Oh, boy, just fooled her with the fastball. Went down looking. So strikeout #2 in the inning, but the third out. And the Lady Eagles will go down. They do get 1 hit, but no runs. And we go the bottom half of the fourth inning as Airline will send Hutchison, Marcinkus, and Marshall for the first 3 batters. And hopefully, though, Menard can put them out. I'm Tom Boucher, and this is Menard Lady Eagles softball on 446 Sports. We're back in a moment.
We've all seen how quickly things can change. Everything from the world around us to the cost of things we use on a daily basis. That's why we all need someone in our corner to keep our family protected while still watching out for our pocketbook. I'm Jason Hawk with Farm Bureau Insurance. There's no better time than now to complete an insurance review to make sure you're properly covered and not paying too much. Whether it's in our office, at your home, or your place of business, let us help you find peace of mind. If you're in need of your insurance checkup, whether auto, home, or life, talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect your biggest investments.
And we're back. I got the name of the Lady Viking pitcher, Emily Rachel, #16. Taylor Ann Smith could come back into the game, but the way Rachel is pitching, not going to happen. Since Rachel has come into the game, she's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, 9 strikeouts. Hutchison, the catcher, flies to right field. Fiasconero, an error on her. The ball was on the ground, but she could not squeeze it. So error on 9 allows Hutchison to get the first. Lindsay Marcinkus, I don't know, not sure what this coach is complaining about. Marcinkus, #5, coming to the plate. Got to watch see if they're going to run Hutchison. Kate Perotti got to be ready. So does Davis and Ledet. There's a pop-up. Caught! Throw over to first. Not in time. So the bunt pop-up. Giordano all over that one. Nice job throwing over, but just able to get back. One out, runner at first. Oh. This is Marshall, Paige Marshall, second baseman coming to the plate. Perotti gathers it in and keeps it in front of her. Hutchison at first. Ball 2. Medlin with 2 low pitches there. Marshall with a 2-0 count. 1-1 ball game here in the bottom of the 4th. 1 out. 2-1 the count now. Lady Eagles trying to get out of this inning with a tie score, not to give up any runs. 1-1 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Pitching's been good. Been quick outs. Haven't had any innings with a ton of runs to extend the time. Boy, this wind is coming in fierce. I know we'll have some storms coming in during the week. Maybe Tuesday or so, maybe coming in Monday night. There's a grounder to right field. Fiasconero picking it up, throwing over to over to second base. Emma Davis. Second hit. No, the first hit of the inning. It is the 3rd hit of the game. We got runners at first and second. Hutchison at second. Marshall now at first, and Abby Hudson at the plate. She went down looking in the 2nd inning. Perotti gonna have to watch. She'll have to step behind the right-handed hitter to throw down to first. This is a designated player, number 23, Hudson. There's a grounder, a bunt grounder over to Addie Wright. Nice job by Sophie Giordano, the 5-3 for the 2nd out. It does move the runners into scoring, both of them into scoring position. Hutchison over to 3rd and Marshall to 2nd. Bringing in Emily Rachel, the pitcher. She flew out to center field to Sawyer Shelton back in last inning for the 1st out. She could help herself here as she's come in and calmed things down. Bases were loaded when she came in. She got 2 strikeouts to end the 1st inning. And then 3 straight strikeouts after that. That's a pop fly out to right field. Fiasconero underneath it, 2 hands, and she makes the catch. Great job out in right field to corral that one. Anyway, we got 1 hit, no runs on 1 hit, and 2 left on. And we still have a 1-1 ball game here as we move to the top of the 5th inning. Oh, I hope that I stay intact up here. We're going to have Shelton, Sophia Giordano, and Addie Wright coming to the plate when we come back. You're watching Menard Lady Eagles softball on 446 Sports.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier. Transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
And we're back live in Alexandria, Louisiana. Welcome to all of our airline fans. If you got the text and went to either X or Facebook or YouTube to watch the game today, this is something we do most home games. Haven't been able to cover as many this year. This is my 8th game to cover, I think, this year. Home game for the Menard Lady Eagles. And we'll continue into the playoffs as we go forward. But, Sawyer Shelton trying to dig that out. I think she made up her mind she was swinging no matter what. Running out. 2 strikes on Shelton. Shelton, the error on Shortridge in left field allowed Shelton to get the second. There's a ball. And then she was able to come around and score on the error by the first baseman not being able to catch the ball from a throw from shortstop. That was 5-1. Or 6-1, rather. Might have a full count. Nope, 2-2. 2-2 to Shelton to start this top of the 5th inning. We got a 1-1 ball game. It's a scheduled 7-inning game. Already in the top of the 5th, so you know teams are starting to get a little bit nervous. Foul ball. Oh, a lot of water over there. Where is that from? That's not good. Oh, got a piece of it. Good thing for Shelton to get a piece of it. Staying alive in the box. Ball 4. So Shelton figures out a way to get on base with the walk. That's the first walk for Rachel. Sophie Giordano coming to the plate, number 5, the third baseman, with a runner on first. Sophie struck out her last at bat, walked in the third, walked in the first. See if they're getting a feel for Rachel, who did not start the game pitching. She came in relief in the first inning for Taylor Ann Smith. Ended up with bases loaded when she came in and just started mowing Lady Eagles down. 6 straight strikeouts, I believe. Maybe 7. 1. Oh, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 straight strikeouts Rachel had. The first 6 batters she faced. So Lady Eagles need to figure something out, and maybe in this inning. Oh, Giordano swinging at a high pitch. Couldn't lay off that rise ball. 2-2 the count. Nobody out. Shelton at first. There's a foul ball out to the tennis courts. Even those cars are in on the other side of the tennis courts. Could be trouble. Really no safe spot to park out here. There's a fly ball out to left center field. Caught by Shortridge. Nice job. Going over. That's a fly out to 7. That was in right center field for the first out. Addie Wright, number 17, first baseman, coming to the plate. She had a ground out to short and could not be caught at first, was missed at first. Shelton was standing on second, and she was running at the crack of the bat, and the shortstop was in the line. Shelton didn't really interfere with her. She was able to grab it and make the throw, was hang. and but the throw was low, and it couldn't be dug out by the first baseman. There's a fly ball. That's over the head of the center fielder. Shelton running all the way to third. And Addie Wright with a big shot out to center field for a long single, but it moves Shelton over to third. And we got runners at the corners, and in business. Annabelle Drago coming to the plate. Tell you what, if she's told to bunt, she needs to get the ball down on the ground and not a pop-up, because if she's bunting, it means Shelton is coming. And she's got to make sure she gets the ball in play. And they'll try to move Wright down to second with that bunt and squeeze bunt it. Pitch outside. Drago not pulling around, not squaring around to bunt, showing anything yet on that first pitch. We'll see what she does if she does it here on the second. No, there's a fly ball. That's going to go deep. It could go over. Home run! Annabelle Drago, the freshman, got it up into the wind and sailed it over the center field wall for the home run. Her second home run of the year. A 3-run dinger as Shelton comes in from third, Addie Wright from first, and Drago circled it around. 3-run shot. Makes it a 4-1 ball game. 1 out. And Kate Perotti coming to the plate. Wow, what a hit by Drago. That cleared the fence with room. Sure, that's a shocker, but to Airline. She got that ball up in the air. Man, I'm sorry, folks, but I'm watching the game and calling it and forgetting to pull the camera and maybe let me get a shot here while he's dusting off the plate. But you can see how shaky it would be to get over there. But look at that flag. And about if you go the school bus or the back of the white bus there, that's about where it went over on this side of the flag. So Kate Perotti coming up, you know she's pumped up after watching Annabelle Drago smack it over the fence. Perotti's got a home run or two this year. So Eagle fans, be looking on Facebook for Drago holding the ball out as she gets a 3-run dinger here in the top of the 5th inning to kind of break it open a little bit. A 3-1 lead, 4-1. Lady Eagles over 5A Airline. There's a pop fly coming out to right center field. Shortridge able to get underneath it. Nice job by the left fielder for the second out. Methvin coming to the plate, trying to get it up into the jet stream. It feels like a jet stream sitting here about 14 feet up. Yeah, I'd say 14 feet. Methvin out in front of that pitch. 1-1 the count. Oh, 0-1 the count. You can hear the Lady Eagles banging on the softball buckets. They've got drumsticks in the dugout. Methvin wanted that one. Able to hold off. I think that makes it 2-1 for the count. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning, and the Lady Eagles with a 3-run homer by Annabelle Drago to bring in Sawyer Shelton and Addie Wright. Addie Wright had a big shot too out to over the center fielder's head, and it hit the bottom of the wall. Oh, there's a strike. She went down looking. Thought it was high, but it wasn't. It was right in there. Backwards K on the spot for the third out for the Lady Eagles. Fiasconero and Lede will have it in the top of the sixth when we come in, but 2 hits, 3 runs on 2 hits, and the Lady Eagles lead it 4-1 as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Jean, Guidry, and back to the top of the order, Hang will be see if they can do something when we go to the bottom half of the 5th. You're watching Menard Lady Eagles softball on 446 Sports.
Is your vision just not as crisp and clear as it used to be? Are you having difficulty driving, especially at night? Are you over 40 and now needing reading glasses? If so, the trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to
At Certified Transmission, you can count on our certified mechanics with over 35 years experience to get your vehicle fixed right and get you back on the road.
Got transmission problems? Go where you know. Certified Transmission.
All right, Lady Eagles got to stay focused now. Medvin's got to stay focused as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. All they need is 9 more outs to win number 16 in a row. They're trying to get there, 16 in a row. This is Aubrey Jean, the first baseman, number 13 at the plate. Started her out with a strike. She went down looking in the 3rd inning. There's a hot shot to short. Oh, Emma Davis did not get in front of it. Had to put the glove over on the side and just could not corral it in. I don't think she makes the throw over and gets her out anyway. I'm going to give her a single on that instead of an error because she was deep in the dirt. And it was a slow roller. She didn't really attack it. So though coming to the plate is Kamora Guidry, number 24, the center fielder. She had a single, a stolen base, and then came around on Hang's double. She scored. So she scored the only run. There's a shot to shortstop. She can't haul it in, but got to play it second. Nice job covering the bag by Ledette. That was a line drive, so Jean had to hold up. So we go 6-4. Oh, no. Put her at first. 6-4 here for the first out. Emma Davis not able to get there to pick it off in the air. So the lefty, Elena Hang, shortstop, she hit a deep shot to left center field that sailed over the head of both Shelton and Drago. They really didn't have a shot at it. There's a line drive to Drago. She's right there. Perfect positioning by Drago for the line out to 7 for the second out. That's a big out for the Lady Eagles. She couldn't have been positioned any better. Maddie Shortridge, the left fielder, coming to the plate. 2 outs. A runner at first. 4-3 ball game. Lady Eagles lead it. They got 3 in the top of this inning. There's a shot to Davis. Now she's attacking. A throw over in time to get her. 6-3 for the third out. Great job, Lady Eagles, to get out of that inning and get a goose egg after putting 3 on the board in the top of the inning. No runs on 1 hit and 1. Was there an error? No, I didn't give her an error. I gave her the hit. We go to the top of the 6th inning. The Lady Eagles lead it 4-1. We'll clean that up. We've got the Lady Vikings after 5 innings. We'll tell you this right now as we go here to let you know that this after the 5th inning roundup brought to you by the Wilder Group, your friends in real estate. 3516 Parliament Court, Alexander, Louisiana, 71301 is the office address. Our office phone number, 318-625-7475. My broker is Rusty Wilder, the owner. He and his wife, Jennifer, own the Wilder Group. And I'm a realtor there, Tom Boucher, 318-792-6755. That's who I am, the voice of the Eagles, and for 446 Sports. And also do some realty also on the side. So if you need to sell a house or want to buy one, give me a call. See, I'd love to help you. And we'll come back out. So, again, 1 run on 4 hits for the Lady Vikings after 5 innings of play. The Lady Eagles have 4 runs on 5 hits so far. And Fiasconero Ledette, there's a pop fly to second base. A little blooper. A pop up to 4 for the first out for Fiasconero. Ledette coming up. 2 strikeouts on the day in the 2nd inning and the 4th. Now here in the 6th, see if she can get on base. There's a strike. There's a pop fly. Nice play by in foul territory by the first baseman. That is Gene over there. So little pop up. Davis. She grounded out to third base in the 1st inning, struck out swinging in the 3rd and struck out looking, and now she breaks through with a single up the middle. Davis a threat to steal with her speed. Sawyer Shelton coming up here, top of the 6th inning. Shelton hit a bomb, got a single in the 1st, air to left field that ended up having her come around and score. And then she walked. She didn't hit a bomb. She walked. But she came around and scored. That usually happens when you're the first batter in the inning and you get on by a walk. There's a deep shot to center field. She's playing it perfectly. And that is a nice catch by Kimora Guidry for the fly out to 8. So Sawyer Shelton flies out to her fellow center fielder. Got a hit, though. No runs on 1 hit. And we still have a 4-1 ball game as we head to the bottom half of the 6th inning. It'll be Hutchison, Marcinkus, and Marshall, the 3 batters coming in as we clean that up on the Wallace Eye Center and Associates scoreboard. Bottom of the 6th inning, 4-1. The Lady Eagles have the lead. We'll see if they can hang on to it right after these messages.
Time for our red, white, and cool summer event at Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Right now, you can save on a new energy saving system. No money down, 0% interest, and no payments till June 2024. Call Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing or visit us online.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by 2 walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
And we're back live in the bottom of the 6th inning. Just a little over an hour into this ball game. 5:34. How about that earthquake in New York City? Wow. Had to call my son, who's been living there for about 8 years, and check on him, and he felt it in his apartment in Inwood, which is upper north, not really North Manhattan, I guess, up above Harlem and Washington Heights, just above Washington Heights where he used to live. Now he's got his own apartment up in Inwood. But felt the walls shaking. There's a line drive out to right field. Fiasconero playing it perfectly. Hutchison with the fly out to 9 and the first out in the inning. I'm watching the ball, folks, and not turning the camera. I apologize. Let me see if I can do that for at least an inning and a half. because this Airline is the home team in this game, so they will get the last at-bat. It's 4-1. The Lady Eagles lead, looking for their 16th win in a row. They are a hot softball team. 16 in a row, and that comes started right after the hot wing eating contest between Jordan Marks, the head coach of the boys baseball team, and Thomas Scully, the head coach of this Lady Eagles softball team. And they have risen up the charts to number 4, the Lady Eagles. In non-select Division III. Number 7 in 2A, overall 2A. 19-10, trying to go 20-10 on the season. They're supposed to play Pine Prairie on Monday, and then kind of wait and see what happens with the playoffs. It'll be later in the week. So we're going to try to cover that game. It should be a home game. They should be able to play at home all the way until the quarterfinal. No, actually, yeah, the quarterfinals. They might have to play. No, if they stay at number 4, they'll be able to play all the way till they get to. They'll travel when they go to Sulphur if they can do that. There's a deep ball. Fiasconero speed gets over to it. The fly out, I think she caught that in foul territory, and there you go, folks. I sat there and promised you that I would try to move the camera and get the shot of the catch in the outfield, and did I do it? No, but guess what? I'm putting an out on the scoreboard up there, the Wallace Eye Center and Associates scoreboard, and it's not updating. What is up with that? Let me refresh. Oh, yeah, never mind. It was updated. I was looking at the bases in the bottom right. 2 outs are up there. There is nobody on base. This is Paige Marshall, number 25, the second baseman. 2 batters up, 2 batters down. Only 4 outs left for the Lady Eagles to win their 16th in a row. But they got to get this one first, and then they'll only have 1/2 an inning left. This would be a big win. In fact, 16 in a row, but it's their, 6th game this week? We covered them, and we're live on Tuesday when they played Rose Pine and won. And on Wednesday, we couldn't do it. I had some city council stuff for Pineville City Council to do Wednesday night. Oh, she swung. That's a strike. Anyway, they had a doubleheader here against Glen Mora and won both of those, 17-0 and 14-0. They beat Rose Pine, 14 to let's see. No. I'll tell you here in a minute. 13-1, yep. 13-1, beat Rose Pine for the second time. And Glen Mora beat them twice, and then the big game was Thursday at Oakdale, and we weren't able to go to that one. So that was Thursday was the 4th game of the week. Oh, a strikeout. That was a low ball, and Marshall did not like it, but she went down looking. And Kaylee Mevin gets them down in order. 1, 2, 3, no runs on no hits and no errors, and nobody left on base. And the Lady Eagles go to the top of the 7th inning. We'll clean that up, take it to the 7th, and they lead it 4-1. See if they can extend that lead. And Airline will have one more shot in the bottom of the 7th inning with Hudson, Rachelle, and Jean. But we'll have to wait and see what they do to Menard. Menard's got Giordano, Addie Wright, and Drago coming to the plate here in the top of the 7th. They lead it 4-1. We'll be back right after these messages. And we're back live in Alexandria, Louisiana. We are at the Ladies' Nest, the Eagles, Ladies' Eagles Nest. We'll get it out. Menard Lady Eagles looking for 16 wins in a row. They lead it 4-1 over 5A Airline out of Shreveport. Airline was a big 11-1 winner over Ouachita Christian in the game right before this. They had played, Airline I think played Ash. This might be their third game of the day. Either that or it was Ouachita Christian playing at Ash and then came over here to take on Airline. Oh, there's a shot down to third base. Number 5 to number 5. That's the second time that they've done that today, I think. Nope, it's not. But 5-3, third baseman to third baseman. And Giordano is out at first for the first out here in the top of the 7th inning, bringing up Addie Wright, who had a big blast. Went all the way to the bottom wall out in left center field. Got it up in the air. And then Annabelle Drago followed with a three-run homer because Sophie Giordano had gotten on with a walk. Sawyer Shelton had gotten on with a walk. Giordano struck out in the 3rd, flied out to left field in the 5th, and then the grounder to third base for the 5-3 play. And then Sawyer had gotten on with a walk in the last inning. Addie Wright hit a long single, and Shelton ended up at 3rd. Wright might have had a double if Sawyer would have gotten a read that it was going to go over the head of the center fielder, but she's been playing well out there and has a little bit of speed, so she had to wait. But Shelton was able to get the 3rd, but he kept Addie at 1st, but Drago came up and blew it over the left field wall. Coach getting out of the way over there. You see where he usually stands way back. Get it back over to see the bases. Man, oh man, there's some dust and pollen in the air. You can see it all over my laptop. There's a shot back to the pitcher by Addie Wright. Over to first. Rachel to first. 1-3 for the second out. And Annabelle Drago, who had the big 3-run home run to put some space between these teams, made it 4-1. She's back up. She went down swinging in the 1st, looking in the 3rd, and then watching it sail over the fence in the 5th as she rounded the bases and got to touch all 4 of them for the big 3-run shot. See what she can do here. Oh, way out in front of that one. She wanted that. Rachel with 2 early strikes. 0-2 count on Drago. Rachel trying to do what she did when she first came in and was breezing through the Lady Eagles lineup until that 6th inning, or 5th inning rather. There's a strike 3. Goes down swinging for the 3rd out. 3 up, 3 down for the Lady Eagles. No runs on no hits, but they still have 4 on the scoreboard. And the Vikings only have 1. And the Lady Vikings will come up with Hudson, Rachel, and Jean to be able to do something if they're going to get back into this one and make a game of it. But 3 more outs, and the Lady Eagles will have 16 in a row. We'll be back right after these messages.
At Certified Transmission, you can count on our certified mechanics with over 35 years experience to get your vehicle fixed right and get you back on the road.
Got transmission problems? Go where you know. Certified Transmission.
Lady Eagles need 3 outs to put this one away and win their 16th in a row. Abby Hudson went down looking in the 2nd, grounder to third. There's a shot to first base, but it is foul. But it was actually hit it to third, and Giordano threw her out at first back in the fourth. So she leads it off here in the bottom of the seventh. It is Hudson, the designated player, then Rachelle and Jean. And the Lady Eagles hoping to be able to put all three of them away and in this game. There's a shot back to Sophie Giordano, and she gloves it and gets the throw over to Addie Wright with a really nice play and the out. So some good defensive glove work by Giordano, and then the good hard throw over to first to get the out. 2 outs away from 16 in a row. Emily Rachelle, the pitcher, coming to the plate. She flew out to center and flew out to left field last time in the fourth inning. Drago was positioned just perfectly. And Sawyer Shelton was caught the ball in the third inning on a fly out by Rachelle. So try not to get burned. Oh, Parati missed that one, and thank goodness for chest protectors for the umpires. 1-1 the count to Rachelle. Medvin pitching a really nice game here. 1, 2, 3, 4 strikeouts. There's a line drive to center field. She finally gets this one down. Rachelle got some pop in the bat to go with the pop in the glove that she's got with her pitching. So a straight shot single up center field. Rachelle standing on first base with 1 out. 2 outs left. Jean, the first baseman, coming to the plate. She went down looking in the third, and then hit it to shortstop for the first out in the fifth. Actually, she was on first. She got on with a single, but Davis was able to get her out at second base on the grounder to short for the force out. So Jean was actually forced out back in the fifth inning. There's a high fly ball, and it's staying in the park, and Drago makes the catch out at the warning track. Fly out to 7 in left center field. Nice job by Drago to get underneath it and make the catch and hold the runner at first. 2 outs, 1 out away from a 16th win in a row, and this is Kimora Guidry. She had a single and stole the base and got on with a grounder to to the short, and just beat the throw. That runner at first doesn't really matter as long as they get Guidry, because the runner at first can only cut the lead to 2, and the Lady Eagles would still lead it by 2. So you can get her out at second, that's fine, but don't let her bother you. Let's get Kimora Guidry and call it a game. 2 outs here in the bottom of the seventh inning. Lady Eagles lead at 4-1. There's a line drive out to center field. Rachelle will stay at second hit of the inning, and still nobody hurt. And they're going to go back to the top of the lineup to Hang. She lined out to the shortstop in the first, hit a deep ball to a double to left center field. That one went all the way to the fence. And then she lined out to Fiascanero in right field in the fifth. She represents the tying run, does Hang at the plate, with Rachelle and Guidry with 2 singles here in the bottom of the seventh. We just need 1 out, Lady Eagles. 1 out. Hang's got some speed. Ball 1. Come on, Mevin. Stay focused. She's been pitching really well. Hey, don't forget, folks, join us tomorrow night at 7 p.m. for Around the Diamond coaches show. There's a drive, second base. Ledette gets it, throws over to first for the out. That 4-3 ends the ball game, and the Lady Eagles win it over 5A Airline. 2 hits in the inning and no runs, and the Lady Eagles win it 4-1. As you see them, they're very excited, as they should be, as the Lady Eagles win it 4-1. We'll take a quick break and wrap things up, and we'll be back right after these messages.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks right from your phone, day or night, wherever you are or whatever you're doing. Download our mobile app today.
Is your vision just not as crisp and clear as it used to be? Are you having difficulty driving, especially at night? Are you over 40 and now needing reading glasses? If so, the trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
All right, folks, I had to cut that commercial short because the Lady Eagles were coming out here to left field, as they do after every game, to hear Coach talk to them. And I'm sure they're very happy with the 2 wins today. 6-0 this week, 16-0 for the run that they're on right now. They are 20-10 after this game, and they've moved up to number 4 in the rankings in non-select Division III, and we'll see what that does if they can jump up into the 3rd position. But that still puts them in the same side of the bracket as Calvary Baptist, but they wouldn't have to face them until they get to Sulphur if they can make it that far. Anyway, lots to be excited about for the Lady Eagles. You know, they didn't hit the ball well, didn't even hit it at all to start this game out. They were they got a single by Shelton in the first and 2 walks. They had bases loaded, and they switched pitchers to Rochelle, Airline did, and she struck out the next 6 batters. And then finally in the 3rd, Shelton was able to get on with an error at left field and then an error by the shortstop, or the first baseman, not catching Addie Wright's ball to get her out, allowed Shelton to come around and score, and they took a 1-0 lead in the 3rd. But 3 more strikeouts ended the inning for Rochelle in the 3rd. And then in the 4th, there were 2 strikeouts, left 2 runners on base, did the Lady Eagles, and it was still a 1-1 ball game at that point. And then in the 5th, that's when things blew open for the Lady Eagles, as Shelton got on with a walk. Addie Wright singled deep to left, and that put Shelton at 3rd. So they had runners on the corners. And then Annabelle Drago with the big bomb and the home run over the center field wall for a 3-run dinger, and that made it 4-0 ball game. And then they pretty much almost 3 up and 3 down in the 6th and the 7th, but didn't really need it after that because 4 runs was enough to win this one. 4 runs on 7 hits, and they're now 20-10 on the year with 16 in a row. And then here for the Airline Lady Vikings, let's see, Medvin, 1, 2, 3, 4 strikeouts on the day for Medvin. Pretty clean game for the Lady Eagles. 1, 2, 3 innings for the 1st and 2nd inning. They let a runner get on in the 3rd, and they let a run score. That's when they tied it up. But that's all that Airline would get, was that one run in the 3rd. Even though they threatened a couple of times, the Lady Eagles were able to hold them off with some great defense, and just a nice job by the Lady Eagles today to win it. So as you see Coach talking to the team, they're going to be all excited and probably sleep hard tonight. They have 1 more regular season game scheduled for Monday against Pine Prairie. We'll see if the rain holds off and they're able to get that one in. They're not really too worried about it to play it. Pine Prairie's usually got a good ball club, so hopefully they will get it in and they'll get that practice. And then later in the year, they'll get an opportunity to play Dadgummit. Trying to get the headset down here to get Coach on. Uh-oh. Hitting all those buttons to make noises. I'm going to hand this down. I'll plug you in, Coach. All right, so we're getting him plugged in. The beauty of live TV. All right, let me get a shot. Can you step? Is that the farthest you can get, Coach?
How about that?
Ah, there we go. I've got you now.
Okay.
All right, so head coach Thomas Scully joining us right here at the post-game show, brought to you by the Wilder Group, your friends in real estate. And Coach Scully, congratulations! What a day! Two wins, and this last one was a big one.
This last one was huge. You know, I told the team this morning, let's just play one game at a time, and you know, just do your job, and let's worry about the controllables, the things that we can control: energy, effort, and attitude. And you know, Kaylee was awesome in the circle for us, and then everybody had big hits. You know, we hit the ball really, really well against Mahmoud this morning, and beat them 11-0, and then turn around. And what a game this was against Airline. You know, Airline come in with 17 wins, a 5A school. They've always been really, really good. And we just did a really good job of staying the course. And then Drago in the fifth inning came up with that 3-run homer with 2 strikes on her. And very proud of that 8th grader. She has done some great things, made some great plays out here, catching some balls deep up against the wall. But tip your hats to Airline. You know, they're a really good team. But I asked our girls to treat this Airline game as if it was a playoff game, because that just helped us with about almost 40 points. And we're really close to getting to number 3 to finish the season if we get rained out on Monday against Pine Prairie. But what a turnaround for this team. So proud of them. I think it's the 16. I'm just thinking of the overall number, but 16 wins in a row.
20-10.
20-10. We never look back after being 5-10. So, you know, all the success and everything goes to the team, because I'm going to tell you, they just started believing. They never gave up on what we were preaching. And, you know, I want to tip my hat to Coach Julio, Coach Laney, Coach KK. They did a good job of just continuing to believe in those kids, because at the end of the day, when you look at our roster and you look, we got 1 senior, and here's the thing. We won 2 games today without 9 in the lineup, and that was huge. That said a lot for the girls that are sitting on that bench, the girls that work every day, that, you know, we didn't check up, we didn't panic. Next girl up, and that's what happened today.
Yeah, I mean, Emma Davis made some great plays at shortstop, stepping in for DeSalle, who has a little hamstring issue. Hopefully she'll be better by the time the playoffs come around. But you're right. I mean, somebody goes down, you got to step up. I mean, and Drago put it up in the jet stream, and she just put a fire into that ball, hit the cover off of it. I knew it right away watching it from this angle that it was going out. That's her second home run of the year for an 8th grader?
Second home run, and it couldn't have come at a better time. You know, Airline is a solid team, and they've got great pitchers, and the second pitcher that came in did a great job of keeping us off balance. She had a real good curveball.
6 strikeouts in a row when Rachelle came in with bases loaded.
Yep.
And what was it? 1 out?
Yes.
No, 2. What? 1 out.
1 out.
And then she got 2 strikeouts, and then 4 more after that before we put the errors in that 3rd inning on for Sawyer, and then also on Addie Wright's ball allowed y'all to score the first run. And then you finally kind of just took your time and finally got to Rachelle, and that big 3-run blast was the difference.
Absolutely, and you know, that's all we ask them to do. Worry about your next at bat. Don't worry about the previous at bat. Just the next one, your next pitch up, next ball, next play, and flush it. You know, we use all the code words, and you know, just so proud of this team for believing in themselves. Their confidence is just amazing right now, and just so proud of them. And you know, like you said, you know, this is 16 in a row, and you know, the only people that believe that we could do that is that group that's in that dugout, and the group that's in that locker room every day. And I told them on Thursday when we went to play Oakdale, just think about where we were and where we are and where we're going to be. And they just believe it. Just believe it. And, you know, the good Lord's been on our side, and we can't do it without giving him credit. And just so happy for our kids because they fight so hard, they work so hard. And so, you know, this is just a testament of what they do.
You've got to get out of here. We're going to close it up.
Yeah.
Because you got somewhere to be at 7 o'clock out at LSUA to watch Sophia in the Miss LSUA pageant.
That's right. Yep.
So
I've got to get
turn
there.
it over to Julio, Coach Julio, and everybody, and have them do all the stuff so you can get over there.
That's right. Well, thank you, Tom, and thank you, 446 Sports, for what you guys do.
Hey, congratulations, Coach. We'll see you tomorrow night at Buffalo
Yes.
Wild Wings.
Thank you.
We'll talk to Kaylee Medvin, right?
That's right, Kaylee Mevin.
All right.
Okay,
Take care.
you. All right.
That'll wrap it up here for – oh! No, I got it right here. Thanks, Coach. That'll wrap it up here for us at 446 Sports. I'm Tom Boucher, and this has been a presentation of Menard Lady Eagles softball on 446 Sports. Winners today, 4-1, as you heard. A very happy coach, Tom Scully, head coach. And we'll be back with a playoff game probably coming up later in the week. I don't know if we'll get Pine Prairie on Monday, but we will definitely be at the home playoff game later in the week. Everybody, God bless on this Saturday. Have a wonderful Sunday, and tune in tomorrow at 7 p.m. for the Around the Diamond Coaches Show with head coach Thomas Scully and the baseball coach, oh gosh, look at this, Jordan Marks. I don't know why I was drawing a blank. That's it. 4-1 your final tonight, 16 in a row for the Lady Eagles. God bless everybody. Good night.